today for the Bitcoin price. And you probably think, Chris, are you going nuts right now after reading my title here? Well, there's a very specific reason why I am making this very strong statement right now. Why am I going all into Bitcoin right now? And I was already almost all into Bitcoin, but of course I'm having USDT and still a little bit on my bank. And maybe it's not an advice I would give to everyone. If you have children to feed, if you have whatever expenses you need, maybe going all into Bitcoin is not the best advice to you. But this video is an example why Bitcoin is not only the future, but why Bitcoin is the best way to go for what is to come in this reality we are living in. Please guys, watch this video until the very end. I was just sitting down here meditating and I got this quick glimpse of wisdom here coming from the quantum field, and I want to tell you a little bit about the insights I'm having. And of course I will take a little bit of real world data and put everything what's happening right now together and tell you exactly what is going to happen to Bitcoin in the immediate short term, in the mid run, and also in the long run. Watch this video until the very end. And if you like these kind of different videos every now and then, smash up the like button. I want to see a new all-time high on the likes, and of course I want to see some noise on the algorithm. Thank you so much for that, guys. I truly appreciate your support, and man, the MMCrypto community is powerful AF, and I can see engagement like nowhere else in crypto space. So thank you so much for that. I'm sending a lot of love out to you. So now let's talk about that. So first of all, as I already told you, I was always almost all in Bitcoin. And what is Bitcoin in the end of the day? You know that Bitcoin is digital scarcity. And what is happening right now in the real world, and especially what is going to happen in the next few months, it's completely unprecedented. And usually you can never say this time it's different, but I can tell you something, guys, this time it is different. And for example, we have 84 central banks in the world which are printing currency 24/7. This has been the case ever since we have removed the gold standard from the US dollar. Still, something is different this time. And what am I talking about? It is something which happened in the beginning of 2020. You had this big, how to call it, pandemic or whatever, however you want to call it, happening. And this triggered something very specific. At this point of time, actually, more currency was printed. And usually you should expect that this currency printing is translating into prices to increase, whether it's aviation, whether it's hotels, food, goods, services, electricity, mobile phones, whatever. Why didn't it happen? I mean, you probably know it from your own experience. The prices didn't really increase in the real world. So listen to this, guys. What happened is that not only central banks were printing more currency, but the prices didn't really change. Because in the end of the day, prices are an equation from the currency in circulation times the velocity. So the speed in which this currency in circulation is actually spent. So if you have the monetary supply and the velocity both going up, the prices are increasing significantly, in fact. But if you print more currency, in the same moment, people are spending less. In the same moment, the velocity is going down. This means the prices are somehow staying constant. And this was the case since February, March, I think, when actually the reserve requirements of retail banks were pulled down towards zero, which is completely unprecedented. It never happened ever before. And when also more currency was printed than ever before. In fact, 28% of the US dollar was printed only within the last 1 year. Yet the prices didn't move, and this was because of lockdowns. This was because people were sitting at home, they didn't have all the opportunity to spend a lot. If you just go over to Fred, to the big database, which is showing us all the important data points, then you can see monetary supply going up, velocity going down. So you didn't really see prices increase a lot. But what is happening now? We are writing summer in the US, summer in Europe. So of course, then cases are going down. It's on you, of course, how much you want to rely on these numbers in the first place. Just telling you the official numbers, the official statistics are the cases are going down. And this is, of course, the numbers the politicians are pulling towards their decisions whether to lift lockdowns or not. So all of these lockdowns are stopping right now. By the way, watch until the very end. I will show you a little bit of a jet tour here. I'm flying to a very specific place. I'm flying out of Ukraine, and I will show you a little bit of that only for those who are interested in the end of the video. So now, guys, the prices remain the same, of course. And now that the lockdowns are being lifted, at least for the time being, at least for the summer, people are going out. No mask mandates like in many countries. Clubs are opening up, beach clubs are opening up, more flights are going around, right? People start spending money faster. So now, with all that currency in circulation, imagine it like a big bowl which is completely full right now. Like the inside of that bowl is money, right? It's currency. But it was standing still. But now imagine velocity just shaking it, and it just swaps over. And the prices are increasing like never before. In fact, I'm not just pulling it out of somewhere. I just saw a statistic of the inflation rate, the price inflation rate, supply inflation we have for like more than a year, like already, like, which is crazy, like, I don't know, 28% for the US. Euro, I didn't check it, but it's also unprecedented high. But now the price inflation is hitting the markets. Actually, in fact, we have higher price inflation than we have ever had it. Even in the US, it's higher than in 2008, the last big crisis. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what is the best game plan? What is the best thing to do? Do you want to be holding currency, US dollar? No, of course not, because it devalues. It's already proven by the numbers. It's proven by the last 60 years, especially in the last year. It's proven more than ever. Do you want to hold gold? Well, of course you can hold gold. Gold is very scarce. But what happens actually if you are holding gold? Everyone rushing into gold, right? I mean, not everyone, not us. But let's say many people are, of course, rushing into gold in these crises, usually in the last 5,000 years, especially in the last 100 years. This is what I was following, especially with the data. Whenever we had a crisis, people are rushing into gold. But what happens if people are rushing into gold? The demand for gold increases, the price for gold increases, so miners are incentivized to mine more gold, because there is a margin which is increasing. So when the price of gold is increasing and more gold is being mined, more gold is being pumped into circulation. And of course it's very, very scarce, and it's not so easy to inflate the circulating supply like with currency or so. But I can tell you something, guys. The supply of gold is uncertain. We have a lot of gold still in the oceans, and potentially, I mean, technology doubles every 18 months. We can potentially one day mine gold from asteroids, and there it's potentially infinite. So what do we have to do to find a good, an asset which is absolutely scarce? Finally, for the first time in the history of mankind, we have to go into the digital world, because digital scarcity is the only thing which can assure us that something is absolutely scarce. So what are we talking about here? We are talking about Bitcoin. So I am preparing actually for what is to come, and I can already see, I was talking about that in March 2020 already, when Bitcoin was at 3,000 freaking dollars, and I was talking about it 6 months ago, and I made a very similar video like this from my car, and now I am talking about it again. It is about to happen, and actually now in this video we are in the middle of it. So if you are zooming out on the monthly candles on Bitcoin, we had ups and downs, we had a few different cycles. We always have ups and downs. Within these ups, we also have waves. So always on the bottom of the waves, more selling pressure is actually created by news, by medias, by popular influencers outside of the crypto world. There's always a narrative which is getting you out of Bitcoin, guys. And why? Why more than in every other industry? Because if you are holding Bitcoin, they cannot just create more Bitcoin. They have to get yours. It's the only possibility for them. So how to get yours? With fear. This is why I'm not listening to that. This is why I'm always telling you, I'm a massive hodler. I have diamond hands than no one else. I'm not intending to sell my Bitcoin any freaking time in the future. Actually, I will never sell them. The moment we are ready to sell Bitcoin because it reached a fair valuation, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment you won't have to sell Bitcoin anymore. You can spend it. And this is very, very important to understand. And now think about the thing, what I told you about gold. Whenever more gold, there's more demand for gold, of course they are mining more. Now let's think about what happens when there is more demand for Bitcoin, and there is going to be much more demand for Bitcoin, I can promise you that already. No financial advice. What is happening? Well, the price for Bitcoin increases. What happens when the price for Bitcoin increases? Of course, people are incentivized, just like with gold, to mine more gold, to put more money into mining equipment to mine more Bitcoin. But what happens when more money is put into mining equipment to mine more Bitcoin? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is not more Bitcoin being mined. We have 6.25 Bitcoin mined every block. In 4 years, it's our 3 years, and 3 years approximately, it's gonna be 3.125. And then half of that, it's halving until we eventually have a zero inflation rate for Bitcoin. Because when more money is put into mining equipment, the difficulty increases. This is a function which we are seeing for no other asset in the history of mankind. So let's double the demand for Bitcoin. Let's double the amount of miners and the amount of hashing power securing the Bitcoin network and mining Bitcoin. Inflation, supply inflation rate stays the same. And this is the true power of Bitcoin, guys. This is why I am all in Bitcoin. Smash up the like button if you agree with that. And now I want to give you a quick tour here. And I know it's a little bit over the top to always fly private jet, but I really value my time here, and whenever I'm having stopovers, this is when I'm doing it. And of course I use this time to create content for you guys, and of course I'm also extremely appreciative for the opportunity to do these things. I just wanted to tell you a little bit why I'm doing it. It's especially, I don't need a mask here. This is something I value like crazy. It's easy check-in, easy check-out. You have no stopovers and so on, and this is why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for the luxury, I'm doing it for the sake of time. Because what's the second scarcest asset in the history of mankind? Next to Bitcoin? It's time. Anyway, this is my sleeping room here, as you can see, and here I'm sitting. I can eat and drink, of course. The toilet is there, the lavatory, I will show it to you later maybe. Here you have 4 seats. Community dining place when you're traveling with some friends, of course, it's very good to have. We have a lot of storage right there, and there are 2 more seats and another 2 seats, and of course my sandals. I walk either bare feet or with sandals. And now let me show you the rest. The toilet here, and then we will call it a day. This is the toilet. Very nice. You can sit down and look outside over the clouds. So this was it already for today, guys. I want to see an all-time high on that video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. I know it was a little bit of a different video, but I was sitting here having these insights, and I thought, well, you might as well turn on the camera and talk about that with the people. Let me know what you think about it, guys. Are you holding Bitcoin, yes or no? Smash up the like button, and we will see each other very soon in the next one of MMCrypto. By the way, everyone who's watching until the very end, you already recognized it from the video. Buying and holding is the real deal. But I am a trader, so I am trading with a small fraction of my portfolio. If you want to do the same, I have actually put together 3 links down below. You will get $1,510 in total from these links down below. So go down below, click the link, claim your bonus if you're an experienced trader. And the profits from that, please add them to your holding portfolio. Don't gamble for your whole life. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. And as always, guys, bye-bye.